Hi friends, welcome back to Farm Girl Diaries. My name is Caitlin, and today was my favorite day of the year. It's the one day of the year I go to a nursery and I buy all of the plants. The idea is I buy a lot of the annuals that I want to use to fill up my pots, and then I have a couple of vegetables that I like to buy there, but then they always have unique things or herbs or medicinal things that you can't find anywhere else that I love to get there. So today is one of my favorite days of the year, and I'm going to show you everything I got. So we are doing a plant haul, and I'm excited. So I don't even know what I want to start with. There are so many things that are my favorite. I think this might have been the best haul ever. I think I'm going to save my very favorite thing for last, but let's just dive in. So I had these beautiful copper pots that sit on my front porch, and last year it was stunning. I had a spike plant in the middle, my big spike, and then I had pink and white impatiens. It looks gorgeous, and up until about a month ago, I thought I was going to repeat that. And for some reason, all of a sudden, I got stuck in my head, spike with purple and white. That's what I've been saying for the past month, and then I went to the nursery and I forgot my plan. I knew it was purple, but I thought it was purple and pink. So we're doing purple, pink, white, and spike. So I got the spike, these gorgeous wave petunias. I think these are wave petunias, but gorgeous petunias. Obsessed. And then I've never seen these before. These are double dark blue. Just says double dark blue. I don't know if that's a petunia. Oh yeah, these mini petunias. They're like little rosettes. Can you see them? They're like little, they're not normal petunias, I don't think. They look like little rosettes. So I don't have enough hands. But so the purple, the white, the pink, or the purple, the pink, and the spike. And then I got a diamond frost. So you can't see the purple. Hold on. Hold on. Won't that be so pretty in a copper pot? So I'm really excited for let's put the spike down. So every year I end up having a like color scheme that I'm really feeling, and I don't intend to do it, but so copper pots, the purple and the pink, which was not at all my thought process when I went to the nursery. And then, so then I'm walking around and I saw someone had these eye-catching purple petunias. And I have a charcoal green stalk in the garden that I got last year that I knew I wanted to do with a really, really pretty petunia. So I ended up basing this entire green stalk around this petunia. And I don't know why it's so striking to me, because there's also this one, which I love, the night sky polka dot one. But this one, I think just the color variations, obsessed. So my charcoal green stalk with these purple, these pink. I need more hands. I need a model hold my stuff for me. The sweet potato. Won't this look fantastic with a dark charcoal like pot? I'm so excited. And then I need another hand. All of these, and then for height, and I wanted something white. The diamond frost you couldn't get in 6-packs, so I got these. I don't even know what these are. These are silver dust, but then like have these growing up. So everything else would be kind of like mounded and trailing, and then these would be growing up. I think I have a bug crawling on me. But isn't that color combination pretty? So for some reason today it was all purple and pink. But I think it's gonna look really nice in that charcoal planter. So those are the only planters that I got. I left and I came home and I'm like, I think I still have a lot more planters that we need to plant. So I'm hoping I can fill them in, because like I have my own plants that I started. So like here's my marigolds that I started that are just starting to bloom. Like, I have some of my own stuff too. So I'm already kind of freaking out, like, Caitlin didn't buy enough, but there's still a couple things that I couldn't find at this nursery that I have to get from my local nursery, but I got a lot. I'm really excited. And then all I wanted all day, for some reason I didn't take a soda. I am a soda fiend. For some reason I didn't take a soda with me, and we never stopped for anything. And I came home and I'm like, all I want is a soda. So a soda in a wine glass because we're fancy. Okay. Continuing in the annual pot selection, I got one of these 2 years ago, and it's so stunning. It is called a compact tropical rose. I think it's like a begonia. I wish they really would say sun patient. So maybe like an impatient. Easy care as sun patients. Or a completely new type of impatient. Okay, that's why I've been heat and sun. So it puts off this really pretty pink flower. Here, let's see. And I just love the foliage. Foliage. Final answer. I love the foliage. So I got that. I got one of these, a Persian shield. I had a Persian shield that was 3 years old that I killed. And I'm so mad at myself for killing it because these get big and bushy, but they stay, like, you can keep them in a pot. So I had to get one of these. I regretted not having one last year, and I've never bought one of these before, but I splurged and I bought a caladium. I really like caladiums. They're really, really pretty. They're great foliage plants. I have so many different styles of caladiums. I didn't need a lot at this trip. I bought more than I planned to, but I was like, you know what? You're going to treat yourself and you're going to get a caladium. So this, and I think a terracotta pot. I don't even know if I have a terracotta pot, but this will go in the most perfect pot, and I'm so excited. So I got that. That was another treat for myself that I've never let myself have before. Okay. And then, oh, I have plants. I have plants everywhere. I'm also in the process of hardening off my own seedlings. So they're all over the freezer. And I can't put them on the ground anymore because I have an inside cat who will eat them. Vegetable wise, great selection. We got all of my sweet potato plants. I always have my sweet potato plants there at Beauregard. They're great. We love them. I got my zucchini plants. Beautiful. I got one pepper plant, Tabasco. I don't grow Tabasco every year. I make my own Tabasco sauce, and I think I'm out of Tabasco sauce. So that was a fun surprise. I just happened to stumble onto it. I was like, oh, let's get one that we can make Tabasco sauce. I got the one tomato I have wanted to try for years, and I've looked for it. I've never been able to find it. I got a mortgage lifter. So this tomato I've never had. I've not even heard like it good or bad things about it. The story with the mortgage lifter is a guy invented this tomato like by crossbreeding other tomatoes, and he was able to invent this tomato and sell this tomato to pay off his mortgage. So it's called a mortgage lifter. I wanted to try this tomato forever. Never been able to find it. Every time I order seeds, I'm like, I need other things, not the one that I just want to try. So I finally found a mortgage lifter. So excited. I'm gonna try it. So I got that. And then I got my sun sugar, my little orange cherry tomato. And that's all that's in there. So I think that was a really great success there. So I didn't get a ton, I don't think, of flowers. I'm not going to think that I mess up. But let's keep going. Let me show you now the fun herbs that I got. I did get more flowers. Not annuals, but I got perennials. I always get irises. Irises are my new favorite thing. And I'm trying to get like all of the irises. So between me and my mom, I want us to have all of them. So mom and I both got this one called Neptune's Wine. And I really like the bearded iris where you have like 2 different colors for your iris. So this is Neptune's Wine. Really, really pretty. So I got that one. And then I have a little pond that I made up here in the patio garden. And I got this before. This is a variegated rabbit ear iris. So I got that and I put that in my little peach pond, or pond under my peach tree. So far he's just kind of fallen over. Tomorrow when I start planting these things, I'll actually mess with him. I'm actually very tired and I just want to go in and sit down. So we'll mess with him tomorrow. I put him in the water because he's a water plant, but I'll mess with him tomorrow. And then this, I have no idea what this is. He was cheap, and I think I need color in my patio garden for the summer. The spring, spectacular. The fall, pretty close to spectacular. Summer, it's terrible. So I bought, my whole thing is I want to buy perennials that'll be nice in the summer for this patio garden. So I bought this, and this says it blooms early to late summer, which is exactly what I need. It's called Jupiter's Beard Cosiensis. And it looks like that. It was $4. So I was like, you know what, $4. We're gonna do it. So I got those two things, they're already sitting out. I have everything else inside because it's supposed to get to 38 degrees tonight. I'm like, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess with it. Let's just leave it inside. Okay, so let's look at the herbs that I got. I have a little basket. A basket of herbs. So the thing I really like about this nursery is I'm into medicinal herbs, and I'm into so many different varieties of herbs. So like, for example, mint. I one day will have enough space that I can try all the different mints. I have a spearmint patch right now. She's beautiful. But like, there's pineapple mint, there's chocolate mint, there's mojito mint. There's all these different kinds of mint. And one day I want to have enough space. I can have mint patches in different places so I can have the different flavored mints. Right now where I am, I know that I can only have one type of mint, and that is spearmint, and that's for my tea. But I love the variety of plants they have at this nursery. Oh, and also a little flower. Comfrey. This is comfrey. Have zero idea how to use it, what it looks like, what to do with it. Have no clue. I know that a lot of recipes, medicinal recipes, call for comfrey. So I got one. Call that a solid deal. I got a new bay tree. I was gonna get 2 of these, and I was like, they were $4.25 a piece, and I'm like, you don't use that much bay, you just like to have a bay tree. I got a bay tree 2 years ago. I got a bay tree 2 years ago, and somehow it died. I'm not really sure how it died, but she died. So if I can keep this one alive for 2 years, I'll hopefully get another one next year, because I would like to have 2 bay trees. I don't use that much bay, but I think it's really cool to have a bay tree. So I got a bay tree. Let's see. I got a feverfew plant. I grew this last year, and I took all the heads off it. I still have the heads, they're dried, they're still stored. I started this from seed this year, thinking if I can get it to grow, it'd be awesome. It didn't grow. And then so I'm like, what do I want to do? I not. It puts off these really pretty flowers. It looks like chamomile. Really pretty white flowers. And I don't actually think it blooms the first year. Maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, it said if you have, I forget, like, but if you chew the leaves of feverfew, it like helps with inflammation. I think it helps with like high blood pressure or something. Google this before you do this yourself. But it helps with a lot of stuff. And I'm like, well, I have the heads dried. I didn't dry any of the leaves. And so I'm like, you know what, let's get it, and then we can research if you typically dry the leaves of feverfew too, or if that's only something that you eat fresh. But it's medicinal, it's pretty. Call it a day. Let's add that into the mix. Okay, now we get into the really cool herbs. This. I wish you could smell this. This is called a Vicks plant, so it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. I've seen this before, not gotten it. I didn't have that much going on yet, so I was like, you know, it's like $3 or whatever, $4. I was like, let's get it. I have no idea how to use this. I have no idea what I do with this, how I use it. Nada. But we're gonna figure it out. So this is gonna go in a pot because this will have to come inside. This is an annual. This will have to come inside. But especially when you're sick, I feel like this might be something that could help you. It's medicinal, so we're gonna get it and we're gonna see how we use this. I'm pretty sure this is medicinal, so we're gonna see how we use this. But I was really excited to get this. I'm out of room on my freezer. Okay, and then this has been on my wish list for this nursery since I saw it 3 years ago. I didn't get it 3 years ago because I don't get a lot of this problem, and I regretted it for 3 years. I've looked every year and not been able to find one. It's not even pretty. This, my friend, is a toothache plant. It's a toothache plant. So what you do if you have a toothache is you chew. We're gonna do this together. Let me take a sip of my soda. If you have a toothache, you chew on the leaves and it like numbs it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit because I don't really want my tooth to be numbed right now. Okay. Either that is a toothache plant and it did exactly what it was supposed to do, or I just ate something that was poisonous and now I'm gonna die. If I die, I hope someone watches this, and if I'm found laying in my garage, I ate a plant. Wow. That is freaking wild. Oh my god. I only ate, you saw, just a smidgen, and I didn't swallow it, I just chewed it. That is my whole mouth. It doesn't feel, I felt, initially it did feel, I don't know if I would say numb, but I would say like frozen. And now like my whole mouth kind of feels like a little frozy. That's wild. So cool. So this is gonna go in a pot, and I am gonna take this, it's getting ready to flower. I don't know what happens when it flowers, but this is gonna go in a pot, and this is gonna go in and out too, in hopes that I can keep this alive year round. That was wild. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, so that is all I got, minus my most favorite thing. So let me take another sip of my soda and wash this numbness away. That's wild. If you ever get a chance to try that, That's really interesting. It's like I bit, it's like almost like an ice cube that just like froze my whole mouth. Okay, let's go outside. Let me show you the highlight of today's trip. I have a pink azalea and I have like a red azalea. I have been driving around for years, and there's somebody that lives by my parents' house that has an orange azalea, and every now and then I drive around and I see people that have an orange azalea, and I have said, if I ever find an orange azalea, I'm buying an orange azalea. I found an orange azalea. So my mom talked to some guy who had one on his cart, and I saw it. I was like, oh, I have to get the orange azalea. So I went, instantly found the azaleas. They had like 10. Picked up the most prettiest one. And then everyone kept stopping me to say, oh my god, is that an orange azalea? I said, it is. And then walking through the rest of the nursery, I saw at least 5 people that had orange azaleas on their cart. So he was a splurge that I wasn't intending to do. But when you find the plant of a lifetime, you buy it. And I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. I'm so excited. They also had a yellow azalea that I hope to buy next year. They were $30. I couldn't buy both at the same time. But next year, the yellow azalea is hopefully going to come home with me too. But will you look at that? Will you look at that? How could you say no to that? You can't. So, I need to find the perfect place. I have no idea where this is going to live. I almost didn't get it because I have no idea where she's going to live. but we don't say no to orange azaleas. So I need to figure, I don't know where it's gonna live. So that's a future Caitlin problem. That's a tomorrow Caitlin problem. Right now Caitlin problem. Just says, look how pretty my azalea is. Okay. That is all that I got. My mom got a tree, a sand cherry tree. So that's hers. I need to take it up to her. But today was a really fun day. And I'm really looking forward to planting everything tomorrow. I'm hoping the weather holds out tomorrow and I can plant tomorrow. Right now I'm cold and I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go put the kitty away, close up the garage, and go in and sit down and drink my fake wine, Diet Coke, which is delicious. And then tomorrow I'm gonna plant all this stuff. Hopefully the weather's nice and I can plant all this stuff because I'm really excited to get it in the ground. But I think this might have been the best haul ever. I got so many unique things and so many things that you can't just find anywhere else. So I'm really happy. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me and checking out my plant haul. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll show you where everything goes after I get it planted. Bye, friends.